जय श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। So today we will be reading from Chaitanya Charitamrita, madhya lila, chapter 18, text 8. यद यथा राधा प्रिया विष्णोस् तस्या कुंडम प्रियम तथा सर्वगोपीषु सैवेका विष्णुरत्यन्तवल्लभा। यथा राधा प्रिया विष्णोस् तस्या कुंडम प्रियम तथा सर्वगोपेषु सैवेका विष्णुरत्यन्तवल्लभा। यथा राधा प्रिया विष्णोस् तस्याः कुंडम प्रियम तथा सर्वगोपेषु सैवेका विष्णुरत्यन्तवल्लभा। Devotees can recite. Radha Priya Vishnu Tasya Kutam Priya Gopeshu Sarika Tantavallabha. Kutam Priyam Tatha Sarvalokesh Vishnurathyantavallabha. यथा राधा प्रिया विष्णु तस्या कुंडम प्रियम तथा सर्वगोपेषु सैवेका विष्णुरत्यन्तवल्लभा। माताजी। यथा राधा प्रिया विष्णु तस्या कुंडम प्रियम तथा सर्वगोपीषु सैवेका विष्णुरत्यन्तवल्लभा. Word to word meaning, translation purport by His Divine Grace Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Word to word meaning, first, yatha, as, Radha, Srimati Radha Rani, Priya, beloved, Vishnu, of Lord Krishna, Tasya, her, Kundam, lake, Priyam, very dear, Tatha, similarly, Sarv Gopisu, among all the gopis, Sa, she, Eva, certainly, Eka, alone, Vishnu, of Lord Krishna, Atyanta, very, Vallabha, dear. Translation. Just as Srimati Radharani is most dear to Lord Krishna, so her lake, known as Radha Kunda, is also very dear to him. Of all the gopis, Srimati Radharani certainly the most beloved. Purport. There is a verse from the Padma Puran. So let us say the prayers together. Om Ajnana-timirandhasya Jnana-jana-shalakaya Chakshur-onmilitam yena Tasmai Shri-Gurve Namaha. Shri-chaitanya-manobhishtam Sthapitam yena bhutale Swayam-rupa-kadamayam Dadati swapadantikam. वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरोन् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगना रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनासहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगना ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितमाश्च नमः ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे नमो महावदन्याय कृष्णा प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नामिने गौरविषे नमः हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधो दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेशा गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानो सुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये नीलाचल निवासाय नित्याय परमात्मने बलभद्र सुभद्राभ्यं जगन्नाथाय ते नमः वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुव एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः जय श्री कृष्णा चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे Hare Krishna. So I seek blessings at the lotus feet of all the devotees so that I can speak something for the glorification of the Supreme Lord and for my personal purification. Hare Krishna. So today is a very auspicious day. So to him to ask me to speak on the appearance of Radha Kund and Shyam Kund, glories of Radha Kund and Shyam Kund, and today is also Bahula Astmi. So Radha means sometimes it looks like Bahulash Madha Kund appearance day is same, but there is a I heard pastime yesterday from His Holiness Bhakti Rasamrita Swami Maharaj. So I will share what Maharaj was saying about Bahulashtami appearance, means not appearance, Bahulashtami pastime. So like Vrindavan we know there are 12 forests are there. So one of the forests is Bahulavan. So Bahulavan is one of the Sakhis of Srimati Radharani. That is why that one of the forests is called as Bahulavan. So another episode or pastime related to that is that there was one cow, and the name of that cow was Bahula. So once that cow, so she went near a lake to drink water. So at that time, what happened? One tiger came, and that tiger wanted to eat the cow. But the cow said that, okay, fine, you can eat me, but I have a small baby at home. So first of all, let me feed her my milk, and then I will come back to you. So the tiger agreed because that was the time, it was not Kali Yuga, so people had faith in the words which some even animals used to speak, so people had the faith. So the cow went and the tiger waited near the lake. So the cow went and then the calf started drinking the milk from the mother. So the mother cow said that you can drink as much milk today as you want because from tomorrow onwards you won't get the milk. But the calf was a little astonished that why are you saying this to me? Then the cow narrated everything that there is a tiger waiting for me near the lake, so I have to go there because tiger wants to eat me. So today is the last day you are taking milk from me. So when the calf heard this, the calf said that no, I am your child. It is my duty to protect you. So why you will go, I will go. So instead of you, let me go to the tiger. But the cow said, no, how can you go? Because I had given my word, so I will be going. You should not be going. So this communication was happening, but calf was saying that I will go. Mother cow was saying that I will go. So they both were staying, and that place who was taking care of mother cow and the calf was a Brahmana's house. So when the Brahmana heard this, all this discussion or commotion, so he came out and he also came to know that what actually is happening. that the tiger is there. The Brahmana said that no, I myself is supposed to give you protection, so I should be going there. You both stay here and I will be going there. I will take care of you. So the cow, calf and the Brahmana, they all were fighting, and while fighting, they came to the lake, near the lake, and the tiger was confused whom to eat first. So, but what happened during that time? Lord Krishna appeared. And as soon as Lord Krishna appeared, the heart of tiger changed. So the heart, in his heart, he had that feeling that why I am like killing a cow, I should not be eating the cow. So he decided that I am not going to eat anyone. So that was because of the appearance of Lord Krishna. So it is said that that pastime actually happened on the 8th day of Kartik month. So that is why this festival also like Bahulastami is celebrated. So someone says that tiger was a Dharmraj. He had appeared to test like a mother cow, that whether she is speaking truth or not, just to test it. So that is one of the pastime associated with today's auspicious day. So on the 8th day, we see that we have this today is Bahula Ashtami. You can also say that Radha Kund Ashtami also 8th day happened. But 8th day is very important in Vaishnava calendar. You can say like Janmashtami also on 8th day, Radha Ashtami also on 8th day. This is also on 8th day. So this is how this Radha Kund appeared on this 8th day of Kartik month. So this Radha Kund and Shyam Kund, so these are like not just in Bhauma Vrindavan, they are also in the eternal spiritual world. So because when Krishna wanted Radharani to come to this world to be with him in the past time, then Radharani has conditions. So she wanted that whatever is there in the spiritual world, that Govardhan is there, Yamuna is there, Radha Kund, Shyam Kund, all the forest, everything should also be there in this earthly planet also. Then only she decided, she said, I will be willing to come with you. So Krishna said that do not have to worry, everything is there. Everything will be manifesting here on the earthly planet also. So then Radharani also agreed. So how it appeared, it is mentioned in the Puranas that in the spiritual world. So it is said that one day Radha and Krishna, they were sitting on a jeweled throne and they were together sitting, and at that time Radha and Krishna, they were looking into the eyes of each other, and that time Krishna got so much immersed and so much absorbed in the love of Srimati Radharani that tears started flowing from his eyes, and he was so much ecstatic in that love that he was in the form of Krishna, and by being absorbed in the thoughts of Srimati Radharani, he actually transformed himself into the form of Srimati Radharani, and after transforming himself into the form of Radharani, maddened with love, he started calling the name of Krishna again and again. In that state, he actually became like a mad person, and he started running here and there, and he ran inside the forest, and in the forest he was continuously weeping, he was crying, and he was calling the name of Krishna, in the form of Radharani, calling the name of Krishna. So when Radharani saw that Krishna is in such like ecstatic love, because in spiritual world, and that is what is manifested everywhere, that Krishna is the supreme object of love and Radharani is the supreme lover, because he is the Haladini potency, all the love, all the transcendental ecstasy, whatever the pleasure potency that comes, that is from Srimati Radharani only. So when Radharani saw Krishna in that state, so she also started crying out of love. She also immersed in the thought of Krishna. And when it happened to Radharani, then she took the form of Krishna and she started chanting the name of Radharani. So she started chanting Radharani in the form of Krishna. So, and she was also like completely maddened. The tears were coming from her eyes. So when the gopis saw this, so they were completely like astonished, and they did not understand that what they should do, because Radharani is in such a mood, and they were like very fearful seeing the mood of Radharani. They were thinking that what should be done. So they went to Radharani, tried to calm her down, but Radharani, it was impossible for them to bring her back to consciousness. So Radharani was again crying, so they thought that nothing, we cannot do anything to Radharani, she will not come to her consciousness. Then they decided that let us approach Krishna. So they started searching for Krishna. Then when they started searching for Krishna, then Krishna was in the forest, and they saw that Krishna is in the form of Radharani, and he is also like maddened with love, and he is like again calling the name of calling the name of Krishna, the form of Radharani. So they went to Krishna, and the gopis said that, do you know what you have done to Radharani? She has completely, because of your separation, she has completely become mad. So you have to do something, else she is going to become completely mad. So Krishna said that, but what can I do? And where is Radha? I cannot find Radha, and where can I find her? So the gopi said that you do not have to worry. We will teach you some mantra, and if you chant those mantras, then Radharani is going to come here. So the gopis, they whispered some mantra in Krishna's ear, and Krishna recited those mantra. So as soon as Krishna recited those mantra, then Radharani appeared there, but she was in the form of Krishna, and Krishna was formed in the Radharani. And when they both saw each other, then again and again they were crying and weeping, and Krishna was seeking forgiveness from Radharani, that I committed a great mistake, great blunder, that I left you, and because of my separation, you are weeping. So I was feeling very bad. And then Krishna said that, see, because you were crying so profusely, so a big lake has got created by your tears. And there was a big lake of tears of Radharani got created in the spiritual world. So Krishna said that from today onward, that lake will be called as Radha Kund. And as you are dear to me, similarly, this lake is also as dear to me as like you. And because of my crying also, another lake has got created, and so this lake will be called as Shyam Kund. So anyone who takes shelter of Shyam Kund, they will also develop kind of love which you have for me. That is how this Radha Kund and Shyam Kund, it manifested in the spiritual world. And Radha and Krishna, they performed their many pastimes in this Shyam Kund and Radha Kund. So it is said that from morning 10 a.m. till afternoon 3 p.m., both Radha and Krishna perform the pastime. Like daily they perform the pastime near Radha Kund and Shyam Kund. That is what is the glory of this two lakes, Radha Kund and Shyam Kund. So Rup Goswami, so he describes that Mathura, how this Radha Kund and Shyam Kund appeared in this Bhauma Vrindavan, that this holy place Mathura, he says that this Mathura is more glorious than Vaikuntha. Because in Mathura, what happened? Lord Krishna appeared. And who is Lord Krishna? From him, even Lord Narayan comes. So that is why Mathura is more glorious. But Vrindavan is holier than Mathura. Reason is why, because in Vrindavan, Krishna has performed his many childhood pastimes. He performed Ras, Lila and other pastimes also. So Vrindavan is holier than Mathura. But Govardhan is more holier than Vrindavan, because in Govardhan we know that Krishna with his gopis and gopas, they used to spend lots of time in Govardhan, near the Govardhan hill, on the Govardhan mountain also. So, and Krishna also lifted Govardhan hill for 7 days and 7 nights. All the Brajvasis were there, they were taking darshan of Krishna, so they performed so many great pastimes there. But Rup Goswami says that near Govardhan is Radha Kund and Shyam Kund, and they are holier than even the Govardhan mountain. Even the Govardhan, they are holier. So it is said that this Shyam Kund and Radha Kund are the two eyes of Govardhan. Because Govardhan is in the form of a peacock, and these are like two eyes of this peacock. So this is like Shyam Kund and Radha Kund. So in this material world, how this happens, that how it appears. So we all have read in Canto 10, I think chapter 36, right? Killing of Arishtasur. That how Krishna subdues the demon. So Arishtasur in this in the form of a bull, the demon had appeared because Kamsa used to send many demons again and again, because he thought that somehow or the other he will be able to kill Krishna. That is what this thought had come to Kamsa's mind. So the demon had come, he had taken the form of a bull, and it was a very huge and gigantic bull. It is said that it is like its height and length was extended up to the sky. It looks like it is just like a sky, because its hoof was that much big. So Krishna like killed it. He caught the horn of the Arishtasur and just threw it away. And finally Krishna killed the demon, the bull demon. And after that, when someone performs some heroic pastime, then what happens? They think that they will go to his girlfriend and he will get some kind of praise. They will appreciate it. So Krishna then immediately went to Radharani and to all the gopis, and he thought that they will be happy to see that I have killed a demon. But actually Radharani said that just because you have killed this bull, and this bull is from the family of the cow, and what is your name? People call you Gopal. Your name is Gopal. So you are supposed to give protection to the cows, and bull is also like, it's like cow is our mother and bull is the father. So kill your father. So because of that, what has become that you have become a sinful person. You have become very contaminated. And since you have become contaminated, so we are not going to keep any kind of relationship with you. We are going to keep ourselves away from you, because if we come near you, if we touch you, then we are also going to become sinful like you. So just go away from here. So Krishna said that no, actually it was a demon. But the gopis said that no, although demon, but it was a form of a bull. So he sort of not killed, he sort of decided some different approach. So Krishna said that, okay, you tell me that what I should do. Okay, I agreed that I have committed a mistake. So now let you tell me that what I should do. So Radharani said that because you have killed a bull, so for that you will have to atone for your sin. So how to atone? Krishna had the question. So for atonement, what you have to do? You travel to all the holy places, and there you take bath in the holy river, and after you take bath in the holy river, then after that you will become purified. So Krishna said, not a very big thing for me to go. So instead of why to go there? So let me call them only here. So Krishna with his left foot, he created an imprint, a kind of a big hole there near the Govardhan Parbat. And there he created a big hole, and then he invited all the holy rivers. So all the Yamuna, Narmada, Kaveri, Godavari, means all the all the oceans, all the holy places, all the holy rivers, they appeared because they got an opportunity to serve Krishna. So everyone was very happy that they are going to serve Krishna, and they appeared in front of Krishna and asked from Krishna that what do you want from me? How should I serve you? Then Krishna said that you see this big hole is there. You fill this hole, fill this particular place with your rivers. So they all agreed, and all they filled that place with the rivers. And then Krishna immediately jumped into that lake, that kund which got created. And after Krishna jumped there, and he took bath, and they came out, and he said that now I am completely purified. Then he told to Radharani and gopis that I am now purified, but you have taken the side of a demon, and just by taking the side of a demon, what has happened? You all have become sinful. So now you also would purify yourself. So, and I do not have to worry about that, because I already created a kunda here, so you can come here and take bath, no problem in that. So, but Radharani said that no, you are a sinful person who took bath there, so that river also got contaminated. So I am not going to take bath there. So we will create our separate kund. So we are an independent people, so we will create something separately. So at that time, there was one, some places it said there was one hoof print of this Aristasur demon. So Radharani took her bangle and she started digging that place. And there were like hundreds and thousands of gopis were also there. So everyone took their bangles and they started digging that place. And by that what happened? A big hole, or big, you can say that impression or imprint or ditch kind of thing got created there. And everything got created. Then Krishna was looking at them and said that, okay, fine, you have a big kind of a hole here, big place. But from where are you going to get the water? If you do not mind, then I can supply water also to you. Then Radharani said that, no, we are not going to take anything from you. We will arrange everything from our side. So they decided that near that place there is Mansi Ganga, little far away. So all the gopis, they made a big queue. They took a pot in their hand, bucket kind of thing. And they thought that they will pick the water from the Mansi Ganga and they are going to fill this Radha Kund. So they were doing this thing, like they were filling this this Kunda. So at that time, Krishna felt that no, this Radharani, all the gopis are like, have to work for me. So he was feeling little bad. So he then asked all this, the holy rivers who was there in the Sham Kund, that you all should go and fill that lake, that Kunda. So all the holy rivers who were there in that Sham Kund, so anyway they wanted to serve Srimati Radharani. So all they appeared in a single personified form, and they went in front of Srimati Radharani. And they pleaded to Radharani that you are the mother of the entire universe. So please give us an opportunity so that we can serve you. So Radharani said that, okay, fine, if you want to serve, then how you want to serve? Then they said that we wanted to fill your kunda with our water. So then Radharani said, okay, fine, you can do so. So by that, what happened? That all the holy rivers, water also, by that kund also got filled up. So then Krishna said that, because this kunda has been created by who? Created by Srimati Radharani. So from this day, this kunda will be called as Radha Kund, and this kund will, which I had created, that will be called as Sham Kund. This is how this Radha Kund and Sham Kund that appeared in this Bhauma Vrindavan, in this earthly planet, for people like us, so that we can go and get purified ourselves. This is how like Krishna performs, like different pastimes. When we read in Bhagavatam, when we hear from devotees, so we see that how wonderful pastimes which Krishna keeps on performing. So currently this Kartik month is there. In Kartik month we sing that beautiful Damodar Ashtakam. So there it is mentioned that Idi Drikswa Leelabir Ananda Kunde. So there are different kunda, Sham Kund is there, Radha Kund is there. So all this kund is created to give Ananda. That is the kund of Anand. That is kund of joy, which Krishna and Radharani wants to give to all the souls, all the eternal souls, to people like us. Although we have willingly got separated from Krishna and Radharani, but they are ready to give us that particular ecstatic joy, transcendental joy. So that is how these wonderful pastimes are there. But in this world, we see that unfortunately, people are not able to understand or not able to appreciate the kind of transcendental relationship which Krishna and Radharani is having. That is why Prabhupada used to say that when we are worshipping Srimati Radharani and Krishna, then we have to be very much careful, because first of all, if you are not careful, then we will start understanding that relationship between Krishna and Radharani just like an ordinary boy and girl relationship of this world. But we should understand what is the actual transcendental position of Krishna, who is Lord Krishna and who is Srimati Radharani. I was hearing a lecture of His Holiness Bhakti Charu Swami Maharaj. So Maharaj was saying that once one devotee, I think Ravindra Sarup Prabhu, he brought one person to Prabhupada. And when that person went to meet Prabhupada, then that person started saying, no, how can Krishna enjoy with Radharani? Krishna is not married to Radharani. How he can enjoy with gopis? So he was saying that Krishna's relationship with the gopis is a kind of immoral relationship. That is how he was trying to say. Then Prabhupada was logically trying to explain that no, that Krishna is the Supreme Lord and he is the pleasure potency. Prabhupada was trying to explain him, but that person was very obstinate and adamant. No, it was like kind of immoral relationship. Then Prabhupada became angry. He said that Krishna's relationship with gopis are not immoral. Your relationship with your wife is immoral, because you have stolen your wife from Krishna. Because everything belongs to Krishna. It's not that your wife is your property. It is Krishna's property actually. So Prabhupada was a little angry. So Brahmanand Maharaj was there. You all know Brahmanand Maharaj. Brahmanand Maharaj said that it is time for you to go out now. So that person was taken out from where he was speaking to Prabhupada. So that is how people have wrong conception, misunderstanding is there, because all this kind of carnal pleasure or kind of what kind of immoral or nonsensical thing which people do, like currently this Durga Puja, or there people do dandiya, right? Dandiya they do, right? Because they think that one is Radha, one is Krishna. That is what their concept is there. So someone will look like very awkward kind of person, like a witch. They think that they're like Radharani. Someone thinks I am like Krishna, so they try to enjoy in that way. But even to enter Brahma Jyoti, one has to be free from sex desire. Then only even in Brahma Jyoti, and Vrindavan is the topmost planet. So even to think of entering into Vrindavan, one has to be free from all kind of this material designation which people are having, or whatever the enjoying mentality which we are having. We have to be completely free. Not even a tinge of enjoying mentality should be there. Then only we will be qualified to enter into the pastime of Krishna in Golok Vrindavan. So for that, if we want to understand the pastime of Radharani Krishna, then it is very important that when we are reading Bhagavatam or reading the scripture, then we should be reading under the guidance of senior devotees. Then we can actually understand. Otherwise, it will be very difficult for us to comprehend it. Because when we read scripture, then we come to know that Krishna has two kind of loving reciprocation. One is that called the Swakiya, and one is called Parkiya. So Swakiya is for our understanding based on the regulative principles. So what Krishna has that relationship with the queens of Dwarka. So Krishna marries, and this other relationship which Krishna has in Vrindavan with the gopis, that is Parkiya relationship. So they are if we see externally, they are not married. If you try to understand Krishna and Radharani's relationship, so they are eternal. They are like our eternal mother, eternal father. So when we are born, so it is not that our mother and father gets married after we are born, right? They are before they are married. That is why Krishna and Radharani, they are like eternal couple. It is not that just to show us, they have to come and get married just to show us. So that is not required for them. But however, one pastime is there in Brahma Vimohan Lila. So when Brahmaji had stolen the cowherd boys, And for 1 year, and Krishna had expanded himself in all the cohort boys and the calf form. So for 1 year, Krishna was in that form. And all the cohort boys were actually Krishna only. So at that time, Krishna went to all the elderly Gopas, and they said that to his mother and father that it is time for us to get married. So we should be married to all the gopis. So at that time, during that particular year, when Krishna had expanded into multiple forms of Gopas, so they had married to the gopis. So in a way, we see that it was actually Krishna who had married to the gopis, because he had expanded into unlimited forms, and Krishna had married to the gopis. And there is also one pastime very known in Vrindavan, that once Lord Brahma had appeared and they had got married, Krishna and Radharani. So even for our sake, that they are like married. And if we try to understand that this Parkiya relationship also, so that also if we try to go deep and understand what the scriptures explain, what the devotees explain, so we know that Radharani is married to, actually she is married to Abhimanyu. And who is Abhimanyu? He is the shadow of Krishna. So he is actually Krishna only. Like my shadow is myself only, your shadow is yourself only, this is actually Krishna only. So they are actually, that thing happened because they want to facilitate the loving reciprocation between Krishna and Radharani. Because this love is intensified, or love becomes more deep, or more thrill is there when there are some obstacles in the love, right? So then there is more thrill. Like in this material world also, like people try to imitate, because whatever we see in this world, it is like an imitation only of the spiritual world. The only difference is that it is a perverted form. So when movies are made or some novels are written, like Romeo, Juliet or something, they are written. So we will find that when the movie starts, the actor and actress, they are never married, right? They are never married. So there will be some villain will be there, either the parents of the girl or parents of the hero or actor or actresses. So they will be opposing the marriage. So there will be lots of obstacles will be there, and both the hero and heroine, they will try to hide at some place. They will try to meet each other, and there will be some villain. So the villain will create obstacles. All these things, all these challenges are there, and then people like to enjoy. People like to see those things. And at the end, what happens? The villain dies. Parents also agree. And both the hero and heroine, they meet and they have decided to get married. After that, what happens? Movie ends. Because there is nothing to show after that. Because there is no thrill is there, no happiness is there. Because you will never see any super hit movie or means very famous novel where there is some story about husband and wife. It may be very rarest of the rare. Because that desire is there. Every entity is that desire. Because that is actually coming from Krishna. But since we are trying to imitate it, that is why we have to so much suffer, and so many problems are there. So this is how Abhimanyu is there. So there are so many pastimes there. So one of the pastimes is there in the Nectar of Devotion. So it is mentioned. So when Abhimanyu is there and he is married to Srimati Radharani. So one day Abhimanyu comes and he says to his mother is Jatila, that I am going for some business trip. So I will be out for few days. Krishna Nitaya Gaurang Bhagavan ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So he says that I will be out for a few days. So Jatila asked that is it something important? So he said, yeah, I am going for a business trip. So for a few days I am not going to be there. Jatila said, no problem. Oh, so you come after a few days, it is fine. So then Abhimanyu leaves. Then Jatila goes inside the house. Then after some time only, when she comes out, she says that Abhimanyu has come back. So she is little astonished. So she says that you said that you are going to come after a few days, but you came. So I said that no, what happens that when I went out, then I started missing you. I thought that how can I live away from my mother? That is why I came. Actually, Krishna has disguised himself as Abhimanyu and he had come there. So when Krishna came as Abhimanyu, so Jatila was not able to recognize. So she invited and Abhimanyu, he came and they all were sitting, Jatila, Kutila, Radharani, all were sitting. Then after some time, what happened? Actual Abhimanyu, actually he had to come. And when actual Abhimanyu came, then when Jatila went outside and she saw that again, second Abhimanyu is here. So then Krishna, who was in the form of Abhimanyu, who said that, see mother, now Krishna has disguised himself as Abhimanyu and he has come here. So you have to do something. Then what Jatila did, she took a broom and she ran after her own son, Abhimanyu, thinking that he is actually Krishna who has disguised himself as Abhimanyu. And then later on they came to know that actually he is the real Abhimanyu and the Krishna is described. By the time Jatila would have come to know, Krishna had already fled from that place. He had ran away from that place. So this Jatila and Kutila, so they always try to find out that how they can catch Radha and Krishna red-handed. So throughout the day, or that is their like great mission in their life. They want to figure out. So Kutila also keeps on trying. Kutila is the daughter of Jatila. So one day Krishna was there with Radha Rani, and Kutila heard that there are some whispering sound which is coming out from a room. So she could make out that Radha Rani is with someone, and someone means she will be definitely with Krishna. So very, you can say very slowly she went near that door where Radharani's room was there, and where Krishna was and Radharani was talking with each other. So Kutila thought that I will immediately go and catch them red-handed. So what she did, she just opened the door. Immediately she opened the door, and as soon as Krishna came to know that Kutila is entering, he jumped out of the window and ran away. So Kutila was thinking that, then Kutila asked from Radharani that with whom we are talking. Radharani said that no one is here. I was talking to myself only. I was not talking to anyone else. Then at that time, what happened? Kutila was looking here and there. Let me find Krishna, but she could not find Krishna. So when she started coming out, then she saw that in the Radha Rani's room there was a flute, and in Vrindavan, who is famous, only Krishna plays the flute. So she understood that Krishna was there, that is why his flute is here, because Krishna had forgotten to take flute with him. So now Kutila thought that, no, I have caught Radharani red-handed. So he took the flute in one hand, caught Radharani's hand, and she took her out in the courtyard. And then she called her mother also, and she started saying, see, I have found Krishna's flute in the that room of Radharani. It means Krishna was here. And she started chastising Radharani, and Jatila also chastising. So people also gathered from nearby places, and they started seeing, because that is the tendency of people, that something is happening. Everyone comes to see what actually is happening. So at that time, everything was going on, and Radharani was feeling very embarrassed. So she started crying. So at that time, Padmasi came. We know Padmasi is Yogamaya, elderly lady. And when she came, then she was laughing. So Kutila was very angry that such a serious thing we are discussing and you are laughing here. So Padmasi said, why should I not laugh? Because you do not know what actually had happened. So Jatila and Kutila asked that what had happened. So she said that, yes, you are swaying this flute, but you do not know that yesterday night in Vrindavan, there was a shower of flutes. So shower was there, and flutes had fallen from the sky yesterday in Vrindavan. So you just go to your room and check what you have in the room. So when Kutila went, she found that there are 6 flutes in her room. And when Jatila went, she found that there are 24 flutes in her room. So she said that there is a shower of flute, and because of that only that you are seeing this flute here. So then everyone understood, and then all the neighbors started saying, unnecessary, you are chastising a simple lady, so should behave like a nice mother-in-law and sister-in-law, so not trouble Radharani. That is what they were saying. And they all went away. But Radharani, within her heart, she was feeling very bad. She was saying that, no, actually I tried to have Krishna in my life, but it seems that in my lifetime I am not going to get Krishna. So if I am not going to get Krishna in my life, then it is better for me to end my life. That is the thought which came to Radharani's mind. And this information went to Krishna, that Radharani is deciding to end her life because she is not able to get, she is thinking that she will not be able to get me in this lifetime. So as soon as Krishna heard this, that Radharani is going to end her life, he immediately fainted. He lost his consciousness and he fainted. And at that time he was there with his mother and father, with Mother Yashoda and Nand Maharaj. So when Krishna fainted, so Yashoda started crying, Nand Baba started crying. They did not know how to bring Krishna back to consciousness. So Nand Maharaj thought that let me do something. So he went outside and he thought that let me call some person, some doctor I should call. Then he saw that one person was there. So he was a Vaid, because in earlier days, based on a person's dress, one could recognize what kind of profession that person is having. So that Vaid was called. So that Vaid came, and he said that, and then Nand Baba said that that Krishna actually has fainted. So what can we do? So Vaid said, was a very cool and calm person. He said that do not worry. About a person who has fainted? If a person has died also, then also I can bring that person back to life. Do not have to worry about here. So that Vaid went and he saw Krishna. Then after seeing Krishna, he said that I have understood what is his disease. So now as a medicine, what actually is required, that he needs the water from Yamuna river. That is the medicine. So Nand Baba and Mother Yashoda said, it's a very simple thing. I will immediately go and bring the water from Yamuna. So then the Vaidya said, no, it's not like just you can go and bring the water from Yamuna. The requirement is that you should carry the water in a pot, and that pot should be having 1000 hole. From that pot only you can bring water from Yamuna. So they were like astonished that how can one bring water from a pot which is having 1000 hole. So Vaidya said, no, it is not very difficult. If any chaste lady goes there and bring water, then that could be possible. Then Yashoda said, okay, I am going to bring water. Then the Vaidya said, no, if mother brings water, then it is not going to work out. So someone different has to bring water. So then all the young girls were called, all the gopis were called, and everyone tried to bring water with having 1000 hole. But immediately the water used to drain out from that pot. So they did not know what to do. So they again came to Vaid that we have tried, but no one is able to bring water. So the Vaid, he started again contemplating. He did some calculation. Then he thought that let me draw a picture of some chaste lady. Then they draw a picture, and in that picture he draw the picture of this person, Kutila and Jatila, that they are the most chaste lady. So immediately the information went. And then Jatila and Kutila came to know that we have been recognized as the most chaste lady of Vrindavan. They were very happy. They said, it is very simple for me. So the Kutila said to his mother, you do not have to worry, I will take care of it. Whenever you have grown old, I will bring water. You stay here only. So Kutila took the pot and she went inside the Yamuna and she filled the pot with the water. But as soon as she filled the pot and she just lifted it, all the water drained out. And when Jatila saw this, she became very much angry that what kind of a daughter you are, you have just like destroyed my reputation in Vrindavan. What people will think about me. Now you are such a kind of a bad girl is there. In fact, I think you should not come out from the Yamuna lake. You should drown yourself in Yamuna lake now. So you are a useless girl. Now let me do that. Then Jatila went inside and she also filled the pot with the water and she lifted it up. As soon as she did, all the water drained out. Then Kutila said, mother, we both can drown here only, no need for us to come out. So again they came to know, even Jatila, Kutila, they were not able to do so. Then the information went to that doctor and the Vaid, he again started contemplating. Then he again did some calculation, he drew a nice picture and then he drew the picture of Srimati Radharani. And when especially Kutila and Jatila came to know that Radharani, Vaid is saying is the most chaste lady, then they both started laughing that how can Radharani be the chaste lady. And then Yashoda said that no, I will personally go and request Radharani to bring water. So Mother Yashoda went to Srimati Radharani, and when she went to Radharani, then Radharani said that why you are embarrassing me in this situation, because my reputation everyone knows here in Vrindavan. Then Yashoda started requesting, no, you are the only one, the Vaidya has said and Krishna has fainted. So when Radharani came to know that, then she immediately agreed. And then she went and then she filled the pot with water which had 1000 holes, and not even a drop of water fell out from the hole. And then she was able to bring the water there, and the Vaidya took the water and sprinkled the water on Krishna. Krishna immediately get consciousness. So by that, this pastime, Krishna established that Radharani is the most chaste lady in Golok Vrindavan. So then Radharani, when she also came to know about this, then she was also very much peaceful and she was also very happy that actually I am not like a fallen the way I was thinking. So this is how we see that all this kind of, as we are discussing that, Idi Drikswa Leelabir Ananda Kunde. There is a kind of like wonderful pastimes which keeps on happening in Golok Vrindavan. And this is what this pastimes, and Krishna is like inviting all of us, you, me, everyone Krishna is inviting. But unfortunately what has happened that we become so much reluctant, it is like our kind of a obstinate behavior. That although Krishna is inviting us, Krishna is asking us that we can be part of this pastime, but we are unwilling to be part of this pastime. Not just that, in this world what happens that we also try to imitate the pastime of Krishna. And not just imitate, like many times we try to assert the position of Krishna. We want to become Krishna, we want to become God. Because we think that why Krishna should be God, why Krishna should be enjoying, why Krishna should be having all the fun, why he should be worshipped as God, I should be worshipped as God. So even like a great philosopher, they might have read Bhagavad Gita, all Upanishad, all the Puranas, but a simple thing to accept that Krishna is the Supreme Lord, they are not ready to accept. Simple thing, like I was like reading at one place, like very big people, like a scholar, he's very famous scholar and all, very reputed, many people hear him and all. So he was he was telling one story. So in that story, he was saying that one person, so he was a devotee of Lord Shiva. And every day he used to like very faithfully chant the name of Lord Shiva, Om Namah Shiva, he used to keep on chanting, keep on chanting. So he was doing this every day, he continued to do it for many years. So many years had passed and his desire was that he wanted to take darshan of Lord Shiva. But he was not able to do so. So he was becoming very morose. So one day he was chanting, and then he felt asleep. So when he felt asleep, so he heard a voice. So, and that voice was there and asking him that you are chanting the name of Shiva, but why you are morose? The person said that actually I want to take darshan of Shiva and I have been trying it for many years, but I have not been successful. And it seems that in my lifetime I want to be able to take darshan of Shiva. So that is why I am very morose. So that voice told him that do not worry, that tomorrow you will get darshan of Lord Shiva. So that person became very happy that tomorrow I will get darshan of Lord Shiva. So he said that okay, fine, I can get darshan of Lord Shiva, but how am I going to recognize that the person I am seeing is Lord Shiva? So he said that very simple. So the person who will be Lord Shiva, so he will be not having any head. So he will be headless. So if you see any headless person, it means that he is Lord Shiva. So the person became very happy. So next day again he sat down, he started chanting the name of Shiva. And he thought that today I am going to get to see Lord Shiva. So he started chanting. In the morning time he started. So time started passing. He was also looking here and there. Maybe he will get darshan of Lord Shiva. But morning, afternoon passed. Then like it was 3 p.m., 4 p.m. it came. Evening time it came. And he was not able to see Lord Shiva. And he was looking everywhere, here and there. Everywhere he was looking. And then while looking, by the evening time, he had become almost like frustrated. And he just tried to touch his hand that today I am not able to see Lord Shiva. But he saw that he does not have any head only. Then he started looking himself. Then he saw that he is the person who is not having any head. So he is headless. So from that incident, what concluded was that actually he is looking for Shiva, but he is actually Lord Shiva. That is the concept of Mayavadi, and that is the philosophy they propagate. And they use the word called Soham. That so that I am, that you are the not Lord, I am the Lord, so that I am. Soham, that is they call. So that is the kind of, you can say more than kind of demoniac mindset people are having, that they want to take the position of God. They want to become like God. They want to become Shiva. They want to become Krishna. Anyway, they do not have understanding the difference between Shiva and Lord Krishna. So why I wanted to say this? Because this is how, unfortunately, the reality of this world is that Krishna is coming, he is coming to invite us, that we can be part of this spiritual world, we can be part of that wonderful pastimes. But unfortunately, what happens that we think that we can become Krishna, we want to imitate the pastime of Krishna, we can become the Supreme Lord. That is why what happened that Krishna, he spoke all this 5,000 years back, Radha Kund was there, Sham Kund was there, everything was there. Then Krishna personally he appeared at Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and there he did not declare that he is the Supreme Lord. Only very confidential devotees, very pure devotees would come to know that he is the Supreme Lord. But generally, he taught each and every one of us that how we can actually practice devotion to Krishna. That is how Krishna personally appeared as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So, and in this Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's lila, so he went to different places. He went to Vrindavan also. So Vrindavan also he went there, and there what happened that he found out this place, that where this place is Radha Kund and Sham Kund, because that place had completely got lost. So when Krishna went there, so he was looking in Vrindavan, he was looking that where is Radha Kund, where is Sham Kund, and no one could tell him that where is Radha Kund and Sham Kund. Then he was near Govardhan Parvat, he was sitting under the tamal tree, and then in the paddy field, he saw that two small lakes are there. And because he is the Supreme Lord, he only performed the pastime there. So he could immediately figure out that that actually is Radha Kund, that actually is Shyam Kund. So immediately went there and he started taking bath, he started chanting the name of Krishna, name of Radharani, and he became very, very ecstatic, completely ecstatic. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu became there. And then when people, everyone in Vrindavan, they saw that this great sannyasi, very effulgent sannyasi, he is taking bath here. So there might be something very special, something very significant about this lake. Then they came to know that this is like Radha Kund and Shyam Kund. So this pastime is described in Chaitanya Charitamrita. So today is very auspicious day. So in 2-3 minutes I will read like what like this pastime is there in Chaitanya Charitamrita. Just few verses is there. So this is from chapter Chaitanya Charita Madhya Lila, chapter 18, text number 3 onwards. I will just read the translation because we do not have time. So Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu danced in ecstasy when he comes to Vrindavan. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu danced in ecstasy, but when he arrived in Arit Gram, his sense perception was awakened. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked the local people, "Where is Radha Kund?" No one could inform him, and the Brahmana accompanying him did not know either. The Lord then understood that the holy place called Radha Kund was no longer visible. However, being the omniscient supreme personality of Godhead, he discovered Radha Kund and Shyam Kund in 2 paddy fields. There was only a little water, but he took his bath there. When the people of the village saw Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu taking his bath in those 2 ponds in the middle of the paddy fields, they were very much astonished. The Lord then offered his prayers to Sri Radha Kund. Of all the gopis, Radharani is the dearmost. Similarly, the lake known as Radha Kund is very dear to the Lord because it is very dear to Srimati Radharani. Just as Srimati Radharani is most dear to Lord Krishna, so her lake known as Radha Kund is also very dear to him. Of all the gopis, Srimati Radharani is certainly the most beloved. In that lake, Lord Krishna and Srimati Radharani used to sport daily in the water and have a rasa dance on the bank. Indeed, Lord Krishna gives ecstatic love like that of Srimati Radharani to whoever bathes in that lake even once in his life. The attraction of Radha Kund is as sweet as that of Srimati Radharani. Similarly, the glories of the Kunda are as great as Srimati Radharani's. Because of its wonderful transcendental qualities, Radha Kund is as dear to Krishna as Srimati Radharani. It was in that lake that the opulent Lord Krishna performed his pastimes with Srimati Radharani with great pleasure and transcendental bliss. Whoever bathes just once in Radha Kund attains Srimati Radharani's loving attraction for Sri Krishna. Who within this world can describe the glories and sweetness of Sri Radha Kund? Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu thus offered prayers to Radha Kund. Overwhelmed by ecstatic love, he danced on the bank, remembering the pastime Lord Krishna performed on the bank of Radha Kund. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then marked his body with tilak made from the mud of Radha Kund, and with the help of Balbhadra Bhattacharya, he collected some of the mud and took it with him. So, and the last is that from Radha Kund, then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went to Sumana's lake. So that is how it is described in Chaitanya Charitamrita, that how Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was able to find Radha Kund and he narrates the wonderful glories of Radha Kund. So on this, and Srila Prabhupada, he just one line, Srila Prabhupada in Nectar of Instruction, purport 11, Prabhupada writes that by serving Radha Kund, one can get an opportunity to become an assistant of Srimati Radharani. This is what Prabhupada is writing. So today is very auspicious day. So let us pray to Srimati Radharani, Sri Radha Kund, Shyam Kund, and pray to them so that we can also like give up all kind of enjoying mentality and develop a desire to serve their lotus feet. So we can conclude now. Shrimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Shri Chaitanya Charitamrita ki jai, Shyam Kund Radha Kund ki jai, Bahulashtami ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much.